taking off like a Boeing. If the volume spikes, then it's time to trade. Mighty 90 setting up, it's time to get paid. Dr. Chad on the mic, time to get focused. We don't need any indicator, hocus pocus. It's all about the price, just watch it move. Manage your risks so you don't lose. First hour of trading is all we need. Focus on the patience and forget about greed.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's day trading live stream. Today is Friday, November 7th. S&P is currently down 25.5 points, about 1/3%. NASDAQ is down 132, down about 0.5%. Russell's down 18, 0.75%, and the Dow is down 120, which is about 1/4%. Gold up 0.5%, silver up a full 1%, notes and bonds a little bit red, 10-year yield up 0.6. Oil is up 0.84, natural gas down about 0.5%. Soybeans a little bit green, wheat and corn a little bit red, euro and the pound are slightly green, and Bitcoin is down back just over 100,000. VIX up 5.7% from yesterday's close, currently at 20.61. Got the opening bell in 3 minutes. Biggest movers pre-market. Expedia had earnings. It's up 11.5%. Affirm also had earnings up almost 7. Airbnb earnings as well, 4.5. On the red side, Open Door had earnings is down 19%. OKLO is down 6%. OKLO did not have earnings. It has earnings on the 11th. Some other quantum names are in the red. Tesla is down 1.5%. Elon's package got approved, but it was kind of a known deal, so not much movement once that got announced. Good morning, Articulate. I will be doing a 6-7 put calendar near the open. We do have consumer sentiment and inflation expectations 30 minutes after the market opens today. And then next week, we do have CPI and PPI on Thursday and Friday, so that's going to affect the price of that 6-7 calendar. Yep, I'll do the 1 DTE, 3 DTE also. That's posted in my trade plan channel. And we got about 12 seconds till the bell.
Order submitted.
There is the bell.
Order filled.
SPX expected move today right at $46. It was 35 yesterday, so nice overnight pump. Work on getting my calendar filled here. My 1DTE should be firing. All right, posting my calendar. And why is my 1DTE not firing? Should be 46, Krish, not 56 on the expected move. FYI. One DTE. Okay, there we go. Get that posted. All right. Good morning, everyone. Initial reaction out of the gate is a little bit of downside in the indices, breaking pre-market lows.
Order filled.
In all three indices. Everybody else's audio okay? All right, must be on his end. Roblox is up 3%. Airbnb, I mentioned. A lot more red stocks. Hood's pushing lower. Tesla pushing through yesterday's lows. Netflix dipped, but it's bouncing. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 minute. All right, sorry about that. I woke up with a bunch of congestion, so I'm trying not to sneeze and blow my nose in your guys' ears. All right, I'm back. Banks are looking a little weak. Chips are looking a little weak. Big tech's looking a little weak, except for Netflix. I sure did post the 6-7 Dark Avenger. It's in the calendar trade channel as always. Russell acting the weakest. Well, I guess all the indices are about the same.
Order filled.
Russell is IWM's coming down to that low that it hit on the that October 10th big sell-off. So we're back down to the bottom of that. And you can see SPY is well off that. Not even close. And then QQQ for comparison is not even close to that level either. So small caps taking the biggest beating on this little pullback from all-time highs. So Netflix pushed up to yesterday's high, getting pushed back down a little bit now with all this weakness. Got about a minute and a half. Looks like CoreWeave is going to get a volume bar. And maybe SMH. ARM and AVGO are getting closer, but I don't think they're going to make it. So CoreWeave has a volume bar, is the only one I see. Quite a little sell-off we've had this week. Quite a little sell-off.
Order filled.
QQQ got a big volume bar. So IWM is flushing that October 10th level right now. Core we've getting a little bounce. So the problem here is I don't really have any kind of a level to manage risk around until we get up to like the pre-market lows, which would be around 102.67. Keep in mind we also had a big down day yesterday. We're getting an extension lower today. Really fast right out of the gate. So I'm more inclined to not take a short in the hole here. But just kind of be more patient and wait for things to kind of shake out. We do excuse me, we do have news here in about 18 minutes. Bitcoin dipped, now it's bouncing. Getting some bounces across the board now, all the indices bouncing. AVGO did get a volume bar as well. Kind of the same thing as CoreWeave. I would want it to bounce at least back up to pre-market lows for me to have some level to manage risk around. Everything bouncing. Cryptos, tech, banks. Oh, MU did have a volume bar as well. And it is back above pre-market lows.
Order partially filled. Order filled. Order cancelled.
MU has been incredibly strong through this pullback. It hit a new all-time high yesterday. IWM bouncing the most of the three indices. Bitcoin getting a volume bar on the upside now.
Order submitted.
CoreWeave staying pretty weak, kind of a weak bounce.
Order submitted.
S&P still bouncing. Bitcoin had a big push. It's pulling back kind of that little pre-market shelf level it formed. Let's just see where we shake out here the first 15 to 30 minutes. I kind of like the looks of the long in Bitcoin if you're going to take something early here on that upside volume bar. A quick little flush like everything else. Big bounce. Now it's pulling back. Yeah, I'm going to take an IBIT here. 7 DTE, 58 calls. Filled at $1.11. Use that previous day low as my line in the sand here as my level to manage risk around. Some of the chip stocks kind of rolling back over, except for MU. MU is strong. Hood dipping. MSTR is still bouncing. Bitcoin's a little dip getting bought up. I'll put my first profit target in IBIT at $1.24. A lot of volume in Bitcoin, both directions. S&P, NASDAQ, Russell kind of dipping. That CoreWeave volume runner would be working. Another push back to lows.
Order partially filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Tesla staying weak near lows. Same with Meta and Amazon and Goog. Netflix acted strong to start with. Now it's just kind of chopping. Tesla new lows. Expedia gaining on its earnings gap up. It's now up 17%. Affirm also gaining. It's up over 10%. Roblox strong, up 4.5%. Bitcoin still just pausing here. Now CoreWeave's starting to bounce, so you wouldn't have gotten much if you took that. You would have had to take profits at lows of day. Now it's popped back up. See if Bitcoin can get some legs here. I like what I was seeing on the daily chart on IBIT as well. We had that low of June 23rd, which it hit hit a few days ago. Now we came down and flushed those again and bounced really quick. MSTR had the little flush at the start of the day as well, but it's through highs of day. Yeah, not much downside on CoreWeave. It's now ripping. Banks, big bounce in the banks. S&P, NASDAQ still bouncing. Bitcoin trying to bounce. Hasn't gotten back up to highs of day yet. MU's trying to go green on the day. A lot of volume in ARM. Got the data release in 5 minutes. Again, it's preliminary consumer sentiment and inflation expectations. Shown as just orange folders, medium impact on the calendar. But we'll see if that moves anything here. I was hoping to be out of a profit target before that, but I'm okay letting it ride through it. Bitcoin approaching highs of day. I've got it on my main watch list, but I haven't traded it in a long time. Its options are fine. Well, actually, I say that now I pull it up. Yeah, they're pretty bad. On the 7 DTE, yeah, that's garbage. 40 cents wide on the 0 DTE. 55 cents wide at the money at the 7 DTE on the call side. Yeah, I wouldn't trade that. Not on a day trade anyway. I mean, if you're taking a longer term position and you're not trying to get in and out, it's probably fine, but come on, Bitcoin. Give me a little push. Little push. Little tush push. MSTR's trying to lead the way. MSTR overnight flushed that that zone that I had marked on my daily chart from the March lows. Gapped below it. Now it's trying to climb back up. So just to touch a little bit more on why I wasn't really interested in taking a downside volume runner. I kind of touched on it, but just to talk a little bit more. Just looking at the overall market, for example, you know, we had a big down day yesterday. We gapped down and pushed lower right away today. And when you get that kind of more extended down move, a lot of times those big volume bars will signify exhaustion rather than continuation. So that's why I was a little more cautious today on that, which ended up being the right choice. Core weave ripped, MU ripped back up. Let's see, what was the other one? AVGO. Yeah, AVGO is ripping back up. It's not above that volume bar yet, but look at MU. MU put in that big volume bar and just absolutely ripped from there up to the upside, as opposed to continuing downside. Core weave gave a little dip back down to lows and then ripped back up. Bitcoin ticked through highs of day, but not enough to hit my profit target yet. Goog still trading at lows, Meta at lows, Microsoft at lows, Nvidia at lows. Tesla finally bounced a little bit, but it's kind of getting pushed back down. It bounced back up to yesterday's low. Now everything's dipping a little bit. Got the 9 a.m. news came out. So it looks like the preliminary consumer sentiment Came out a few points under forecast. See if this dip's going to get bought up. Or if that was a little bounce and we're going to have more downside. Everything's dipping. Even MU dipping. Circle had a big bounce into positive territory after that initial flush. So the crypto stocks are looking like they want to bounce. They're pulling back less than a lot of these other things. Yeah, chips are coming down a bit. But cryptos are holding up pretty well, so I still like my Bitcoin position. But if this thing rolls over, it will most likely pull it down. Hold strong, Bitcoin. Hold strong. You don't have to follow the crowd. Be your own man. I mean, we've seen a lot of divergence lately, meaning a lot of things moving in different directions. And so this is a good example of, like, you know, things can look diversified until you get a big sell-off, and then the correlation kind of starts to come together more and more. And so that's what we're seeing. Everything's kind of moving together for the most part. Like I said, crypto's holding up a little bit better than some of the others, but when everything dips, everything dips. When everything's moving up, everything's moving up. And we haven't seen that a lot lately. I mean, we would see literally like the NASDAQ going completely one direction and the Russell going the other. Some stocks just shooting up and some stocks just crashing. Today, we're seeing a lot more confluence for sure. Now we just got to figure out which side to be on with everything. It's easy. Simple. TSM pushing through lows. Big pullback in MU from the highs. AVGO rolling back over to the bottom. SMCI to lows. S&P NASDAQ through lows. Hold strong, Bitcoin. Hold strong. Do not follow the pack.
Order cancelled. Order filled.
Yeah,
Order
some
filled.
decent weakness here. Bitcoin still holding my level. Microsoft cracking new lows. That's good for my swing trade. Just got a one lotter left, but it's started out of the money. It's deep within the range of my so it's positive theta now. So I'm just gonna let that one marinate for a while. Netflix is also holding up well. If we're looking for relative strength, Netflix and Apple. Netflix, Apple, and cryptos. I mean, the cryptos gap down big, but as far as price action since the open, they're acting the strongest. Netflix does not care. I mean, if you think about it, Netflix loves like negative economic things because that just means people are going to stay home and watch Netflix all day. Apple, little dip down to yesterday's close, which is also some of these pre-market kind of high levels. That could have been a decent entry. I'm just sticking with Bitcoin just because I don't want to. I'm not ready to add another long yet, but Apple could have been a good one. Netflix is sitting right at previous day high. You could use that as your level. Bitcoin popping back up to highs. See if we can get a rip here. Big ripper. S&P NASDAQ flushed lows. Little fake out to the downside. Let's see if we can get some momentum here. Bitcoin, I still have my profit target at $1.24. It's trading at about $1.20. Another little pop.
Order filled.
$1.21. $1.22. Come on. Keep going, little buddy. You got it. You got it. You got to talk to him like that, Watson. You got to talk to him.
Order canceled.
PLTR. What do you got in PLTR? PLTR's choppy. Choppy slop. There we go. Filled it at $1.24. Mama paying us today, SK. Mama paying daddy. APP is staying weak after it had a good earnings gap, and then it just kind of all downhill from there. Well, Bitcoin hit our profit target, but that was about it for now. A little pullback. MSTR staying strong, coin staying strong. Bank of America's acting strong, just went green. MU had that big push, but it's kind of pulled back, and it's not participating in this bounce.
Order submitted.
All right, getting some little strength coming in here. Nice, Watson. Yeah, I mean that really looks like a just a head fake to the downside, doesn't it? NASDAQ QQQ, Tesla did the same thing. PLTR kind of did the same thing. Let's see if this has any. Even Meta and Microsoft bouncing. Microsoft flushed pre-market lows. See, that's the kind of action I like whenever you have that kind of more extended down move. Then everybody gets scared, and then you get those head fakes, and then they just rip. Now I don't know that we're going to rip here, but there goes Bitcoin for us.
Order partially filled.
Little
Order
puke and
filled.
rally. Just like your college days, Watson. I know what I'm dealing with here. Chad, did you get a deer? I didn't get a text, so I assume no. Gotcha. They didn't shoot yours, did they? The big dog? Bitcoin's sitting right at where I got filled on my first profit target. I'm going to put a second one at $1. Let's go $1.45. See if we can. That's quite a push. These 7-day options, you got to have a move to get paid. If I had traded 0 DTE, I'd probably be up 100% right now. Netflix pushing new highs. Hood's making a nice push. Apple, that would have been a nice entry in Apple I mentioned. Couple bar push. Tezzy keeps trying to get above yesterday's low, and it keeps getting shut down. Be back in 1 minute. Nate Dogg, have you taken anything yet? Just noticed you were in here lurking. Nate is you all's futures trading specialist. Yeah, I mean, if you look at, S&P is really just still in its first 10-minute range here. Getting some dipping coming back in. Well, we got one profit target. Apple's still moving. Anybody jump in Apple? Chad, I bet you got an Apple, didn't you? I knew it. Knew it! Had Chad written all over it. I would like to get long something else. I like the action in Microsoft. That looks like a pretty sweet stop hunt. Microsoft's just getting beaten up, so it may be ready to have a little day if the market can hold up. But we'll see here, folks. I'm going to go ahead and wrap the stream. I will update my remaining Bitcoin in the trade channel. And hopefully try to find a couple other good trades today. Otherwise, everybody have a good day, and we'll see you in Power Hour. Cheers.